Welcome to Good News Week, and the big news? Don't worry, Haiti, help is on its way. As aid agencies rush medicine, food and water to the victims of the earthquake, one American group is sending what they really need: solar-powered talking Bibles. Go, you Christians! Solar-powered talking Bibles are awesome, but it takes a hell of a lot to make a house. The holy books are called the Proclaimer and are distributed by an organisation called Faith Comes by Hearing, who apparently believe all deaf people are going to hell. The Proclaimer is perfect for any Haitians who've always wanted a futuristic, environmentally sound talking Bible machine, but were too busy crawling through mud to realise it. The Brookie. According to a survey from North America, over 1,600 people have been victims of what crime? Being robbed by their mother?
Hang on. How specific is that? Is that like being robbed of your self-worth? Because that is quite a crime.
Being locked in the boot of their car?
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that because my mum will have a go at me and tell me I'm useless.
Or being bitten by a neighbour or co-worker? Thanks for clarifying.
I don't know.
That sounds very mafia, the middle one.
There was a guy that robbed a bank in Canada, and it was a standoff for 2 days, and they couldn't get any further with it, and they went and got his mother, and it was all over in 5 minutes. His mum turned up. Because all men are scared of their mum. You know, when people say to you, "There's your mum," you shit yourself.
I'm going to say being bitten by a neighbour, because I've certainly had some neighbours I wouldn't mind biting.
Shall we have a look? No! I'd actually...
Now, there's nothing I enjoy more than watching our politicians shouting abuse at each other across the parliamentary floor while the Speaker of the House looks cross and barely in control. But sometimes things can go too far, as when our Prime Minister called Bill Shorten
the Dr. Goebbels of economic policy. We have brought the... I withdraw.
Now, we all say things in the heat of the moment of insulting somebody in public that, had we paused to think, as Mr Abbott normally does, interminably, before almost every word he utters, we might not have otherwise said. I mean, for a start, it didn't make any sense, did it? I mean, Dr Goebbels had nothing to do with economic policy. And if it didn't have to make any sense, there are plenty of other less offensive members of the medical profession that Mr Abbott could have likened Mr Shorten to, which wouldn't have caused such a brouhaha, if you'll excuse my French. There's Dr Strangelove, Dr Kissinger, Dr Kevorkian, Dr Crippen, Dr Jekyll, Dr Frankenstein, Dr Edelstein, Dr Zaius, Dr Seuss, Dr Lecter, Dr Karl, Dr Octavius, Dr Pepper, Dr Ming's Herbal Weight Loss Tea, and, of course, Dr Quinn Medicine Woman, to name but 16. Now, in a perfect world, of course, the reference could have made sense too, the name of the doctor reflecting, in some way, Labor's approach to handling the economy when they were in power. Dr Doolittle, perhaps. But generally, I got to say, the PM is very diplomatic when it comes to the word-speaking voice talk his mouth does. Here he is, for example, chatting to a visiting Vietnamese general.
We Australians know well the power of the Vietnamese army.
Now, obviously, it's very important when meeting foreign dignitaries to find common ground, even if that common ground is the ground you were fighting over in the Battle of Long Tan back in '66, which we won. The thing is, though, if you're going to refer to famous historical events or people when you want to put someone in their place, you've got to know what you're talking about. Here's Senator Sam Dastyari referring to Senator Erica Betts.
I asked Colonel Klink on the other side moments earlier a very specific question.
After likening Senator Erica Betts to the fictional Hogan's Heroes Nazi, Senator Dastyari later withdrew the comments.
Now, it's very important... It's very important to know that Colonel Klink was not a Nazi, all right? He was a colonel in the Luftwaffe. Being in the German military in World War II does not automatically mean that you're a Nazi. SBS should have known that. What was it the philosopher George Santayana said? If we don't know our sitcom history, then we are doomed to repeat it.
Julia Gillard's confused some people. How can an unmarried, atheist, left-wing first female Prime Minister be opposed to gay marriage? So I've come to the National Marriage Day rally to find out the arguments against gay marriage.
Stand up for marriage.
Maybe they make more sense when they're not singing.
One woman for life exclusively.
Ah, here's an argument. Marriage should be as it is defined in the Bible.
Do you think we should still have the traditional biblical position on marriage?
Well, that's what I'm in favour of.
So do you still think that women should be subject to their husbands?
No, I never said that.
You know, but that's in the New Testament, so...
Well, I didn't realise you were a theologian.
Sorry about that. I didn't realise you hadn't read it when you said, I want to base marriage on the Bible.
What about somebody who does read the Bible? They'd be able to explain traditional marriage.
But Ephesians says that women should submit to the husband as if he was a lord.
And yes, I know what you're saying. It's Christ, yeah, we believe that. Marriage is based on, ultimately we believe marriage comes from God, so, and it's between woman and man, and that Christ himself, sorry, let's try to thought.
We need to simplify this stuff.
Look, you play rugby league, you play AFL. You can't create a game where it's rugby league on an oval. That's a different game.
It's an argument that's got the rugby league community at loggerheads.
Do you reckon in this modern day that rugby league should be able to be played on an oval? No, I thought you'd be more open-minded.
Yeah, it should be played on an oval, definitely.
No oval, tidy shorts.
This is tough. I need a new argument. I know, gay marriage will promote the gay lifestyle. And MP Fred Nile is an expert on what promotes the gay lifestyle. He even thought that Penny Wong having a baby promoted lesbianism.
Did you consider becoming a lesbian then?
I couldn't.
Do you know of people that decided to become lesbians when they saw Penny Wong have a child?
I don't think so. It's just promoting the lifestyle rather than a particular person.
I was quite tempted to become Asian when I saw it happen.
Still too complex? Maybe this pamphlet I got at the National Marriage Day will help simplify things.
Men and women fit together like a bolt and a nut. You know, that kind of thing, like a foot in a shoe. Would you agree with that kind of thing? Yeah, like a penis and an anus. No, sorry, not like that. What do you think about currently the Prime Minister opposes gay marriage?
Yes.
From an atheist perspective.
I congratulate him for his strong stand. That's the only reason it hasn't gone through the Parliament.
I think it's a her.
Fred Nile made a really good point there. Not so much the bit about Julia Gillard being a man, but about the fact that she is an atheist.
You said that bit.
As an atheist, it doesn't matter about the religious arguments, it's all about the
cultural institution of long-standing in Australian society.
The Prime Minister is right. It's a long-standing institution that shouldn't be changed. I wonder from what year it shouldn't be changed. Up till 1962, Aboriginals in WA couldn't marry without permission.
Aboriginals marry?
Till 1966, women were sacked from the public service when they got married.
Married women working?
Until 1976, women could be legally raped in marriage.
Unrapeable wives?
We need more powerful arguments.
These creepy people say it is okay to have consensual sexual relations between humans and animals. Will that be a future step?
Next we'll be having, 3 blokes, 2 dogs, nothing is sacred after this.
And I can prove that slippery slope is true. Between the 70s and 90s in Australia, sex between homosexuals was made legal, leading inevitably to today, where sex with dogs is legal too.
No, it's not legal.
It's not legal?
It's not legal.
Run, don't tell anyone.
I'm all out of ideas.